Bow to me. Give me. Crap, what's the word I'm looking for? Shiz biscuits. Give me
Yes.
offerings. Offerings of food.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish I had gotten the recording of Dengle going, "I am God." I missed it by like a second. That would have been a fantastic sound clip to throw in somewhere. Hello everyone, welcome to Blood and Hope Detroit. Oh shoot, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to set up the solo game. That's cool. Shoot, I was so unprepared for this. I forgot everything. Oh my god. You know what? It's fine. We're just gonna go like this and I'll fix it later.
You're muted, by the way, Faye, if you're trying to talk to us.
Hello.
Yeah, I was muted on one and not the other. That's cool. So yeah, no, I totally didn't do the solo setup while I was doing other things today that I should have been doing this, because I totally forgot. So we'll just be on this screen and I'll fix it later. Maybe. That's fine.
Cocia. I mean,
not a big deal.
He's fine.
Just slap some, oh my gosh, nameplates over our pictures and it's good enough.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing. I've done it before. So, I am your storyteller for the evening. My name is Feyla. Joining me.
Hi, I'm Cocia, and I will be playing Dolly tonight, and maybe a smidge of Lottie. I don't know.
Nenavar, I'll be playing William.
And I'm Dengle, and I'll be playing Rufus, potentially. But more so, Joseph.
And I will be playing several NPCs tonight, which will be fun. So, we are playing William's solo game tonight. So we will start things off by... so this is during the downtime. Is there anything... Well, first off, before we get into that, this is World of Darkness. If there's anything that bothers you tonight, please step away if you need to. I know I just remembered to do this. Your mental health is more important than listening to our game. If you can come back later, please do so. If not, we'll do a recap in the beginning that I clearly forgot everything that I need to do tonight. It's fine. Recap of not Lottie's game.
So we had Rufus playing Good Preacher. We had some deals being made, not just at the little gathering that was, but even like with Yuri and I believe with Lottie, there was a deal that was made. Could be wrong on that one. Bunch of other stuff happened. It's been 2 weeks. I didn't listen to it today. I'm sorry.
I mean, mostly it was Rufus preaching. That was a big thing of it.
Yeah, you guys met some kindred, the coterie made a deal with you, and then on Lottie's game, she talked to Valentina, and some stuff went down. Check that out if you want to figure out what exactly happened there. It was a lot.
Yes, and part of it I don't like, but it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. What could go wrong tonight?
Nothing. Everything's gonna go perfect.
Buttons is out sick today, so Uriel will not be joining us this evening. Uriel is taking care of their own personal problems. So, that being said, anyone have anything they want to get done in the first small chunk of downtime?
So, because this is William's game, I feel like it would be pertinent for Rufus to get a hold of William at some point during the downtime, asking for even a phone call. Doesn't necessarily have to be a face-to-face meeting, but just to kind of discuss a couple things regarding our newfound employees, as it were, as well as the information packet that was handed out.
Yep, William would call Rufus.
Okay. So, first things first. How is your new friend that you acquired? Are they settling in nicely?
Yeah, he's coming along.
Good. So they will be of use to you then.
Yeah, they will.
Good. The second point, because that one is less an issue for me, more an issue for other people. The second point of the information packet that I got to you recently.
Right.
Have you had a chance to sit down and read it?
I have, yes.
And this might be a odd request, but I would be willing to commission you for, I don't necessarily want to call it a soundtrack in the theme of, however, a piece of music that would accompany that well if it were to be read aloud.
Yeah, should be
Is
able to
this
come up with
something?
problem?
Okay. I feel like a story such as that would be a good dramatic retelling at some point.
Yeah, definitely see some potential there.
Probably would want to stay away from the cinematography, though, on that one, unfortunately.
Okay, got it.
But yes, if you can get that together for me, there's absolutely no rush. Do it on your own timetable. However, if you can get that together for me, I'll be willing to pay you for your time. I know it's not free, but hopefully it's not at a premium like with most people.
I'll give you the friend fee.
Sounds good to me. Thank you.
Yep, you have a good night.
And he will hang up as well and continue on with what he is doing personally.
So is there anything Steven would like to do in the first chunk of the downtime?
William will...
I meant William, I'm sorry.
William will go ahead and get started on the song for Rufus.
Okay. Charisma or manipulation, depending on what you want the song to sound like. And then performance. Charisma will be a little bit upbeat. Manipulation will be a little bit imposing.
We're going for upbeat, and I'm going to spend a willpower.
Which one?
Going for upbeat, but I'm going to spend a willpower.
Okay.
5 successes.
Please write that down. Along with the skill you used for it. That will be fun for me later. So that would take you probably a couple of days to really get in right. Does he have instruments in his apartment for him to use to record?
He has a guitar and I would imagine a keyboard as well.
Okay, so you could spend a few more days like renting instruments, getting them set, and then you could rent a space or you could record at your home. But that would eat up a good chunk of the downtime getting all that set up.
It probably makes more sense to rent a space just to avoid noise complaints.
Fair enough. So, I think you found a place already in one of the last games.
Yes.
So you do have that as a place to go. So, we will have that noted that is done. So you have already read the manuscript, so you knew what you were writing for. So it goes along pretty well with it. That's a lot of successes to have for that.
I was hoping for better.
What was that?
So I was hoping for better.
Well, maybe you can fine-tune it later, but 5 is still a good number. So, probably about halfway through the downtime, Oliver would come to you with a few apartments picked out that he hasn't quite got the money for, as all of his stuff was tied up with the Nosferatu that dropped him unwillingly.
Well, I want to ask how much more he needs.
He would give you a number, and it wouldn't just be a one and done thing. He needs to find a job and either needs to run jobs for you and have you give him money, or he would be unavailable at very specific times if he was to get his own job.
Let's start off by having him do his own jobs for now.
Okay. So just keep that in mind, that you will not always be able to call on him and have him answer. So he'll have that. So you are able to find him the apartment. It's not very expensive. So, is there anything else that you would like to accomplish?
William is also going to start looking into the band Chris sent him.
Okay. They do have a few music videos out. They've published 1 or 2 more since you've last seen it. I need to stop throwing dice everywhere. They're okay. They, on the first one, didn't seem to have taken your advice. And then, for whatever reason, on the second one, sound really, really good. Like, they, obviously fixed what was wrong in that one, and they've gotten a decent number of views.
We'll leave a comment. Sounding good, guys.
Okay. So yeah. So is there anything... They don't reach back to you or anything immediately. I believe you wanted to start looking for Fred as well?
Yep, we're gonna hunt Fred some more.
Okay, how would you like to go about doing that?
Liam is going to look back into the trapdoor thing and how he's leading people into his trap. Or haven,
Okay,
whichever it's called.
So I believe you found the place last time you went looking, correct? Or a place he hung around at?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me intelligence and investigation.
Both blanks.
So you wander around pretty lost. You do that for probably a couple days. And on one of the days you're just aimlessly wandering around, T will come up to you. What are you doing? And froze.
Yes. There you go.
Yep, I think you're back.
Okay. Liam's going to say going for a stroll on a nice night, mostly.
You've been out here too many days for that. What are you doing here?
Also looking for Chris's sire so I can kick him in the nads.
Okay. Don't you think that wandering the same area night after night after night pretty obviously is a little bit weird?
No, not really.
It is.
That's Detroit. No
You're,
one's going to notice.
What?
That's Detroit. No one's going to notice.
Yeah, I think if you're looking for someone, they're gonna notice. So why don't you maybe do something else? Told you guys we'd try and figure out what's going on around here. Haven't heard from or haven't seen anything from Cassidy that's anything out of the normal for her. I think we were looking for the sire too. I don't remember. But if we noticed you, he definitely noticed you. We don't even run in this area too much.
You should at least come say hi.
Why would he do that? He knows who you are. Goddamn roses.
It's the polite thing to do.
If he did what he did to Chris, you think he's polite?
Fair enough.
Just come with me. I can't deal with this. And they will lead you back to the park where the Thin Bloods had hung out. And you see, there's several of them there. Some you haven't seen before. And Chris is sitting with Rose. And they seem to be hovering over some papers, talking.
And go say hi to Chris.
Oh, hey.
How you doing tonight?
You know, just doing. Trying to keep out of things because I don't want problems.
That makes sense.
What brings you out here?
He being bossy.
Yeah, she's like that a lot. But why would she bring you here?
Good point, really. I don't know why. I just kind of just said come with her.
Okay. You guys got up to anything exciting lately?
Been writing some songs for Reverend. Also checked out your friend's band, but other than that, it's been pretty quiet.
Oh yeah, how'd you like them?
They've been improving.
Yeah,
I saw them
I don't know what they did on that last one, but they should not have put it out. Or not the last one, but like the really bad one.
Yeah, I'm thinking that they probably already had that one recorded and just decided to put it out.
I don't know. I'd ask them, but I can't. So, was there anything you would like to do while you were with the Thin Bloods?
If they don't mind, William will take another crack at the spray painting.
Feel free. What are you attempting to do?
Probably a rose.
That's gonna go for great. Okay. Dexterity and craft.
1.
Hard to tell if it's a flower or if it's a blob. It's very, very drippy.
Damn it, I'm not gonna get this right.
The one that handed you the paint cans just kind of laughs at you like, what were you trying to do?
Flower.
Sure. If it wasn't red and it was pink, I'd say it looked like Kirby.
Yeah, I've never really done this very often.
It shows. Yeah, it shows. And then they will take a crack at something. It's not too much better than yours, and they laugh at it. This one's yellow. Like, oh look, we got the two round characters there.
Yeah, it looks better than mine, but
Yeah, not by much. If you step back and squint, it almost looks like Kirby and Pac-Man, but like a red Kirby. That is fine. It'll be covered up in a couple days.
yeah, you guys seem
And-
to like doing this a lot.
If you look around, the ones that had been spray painted before are covered, except Lottie's. That is still showing.
William sent a picture of Lottie's and they apparently like it a lot.
Oh, I'm honestly a bit surprised. Cool, thanks.
Yeah, we just do this kind of pastime. People come see it during the day. It's like it's an attraction, I guess.
So are the new people here some of the crew I haven't seen before, or are they new?
Oh, no new. These are, some of us come and go. Not everyone's set here. Some kind of wander through, but we've seen all these people before.
Alright.
So, would William be hanging around a bit longer, or does he have other things to do?
Yeah, we'll hang around a bit longer for this night.
Okay. Yeah, some will make small talk to you. Some of the ones you haven't seen are still seem to be a bit wary. Excuse me. So, that evening passes. Go ahead and give me another roll.
Just a roll, or
If you're still looking for Fred, go ahead and give me the intelligence and investigation.
1.
Your evening is just about as fruitful as the previous one. And you can keep going for a couple of days, but you don't really find too much.
Yeah, we'll probably just let the ministry people handle it at this point.
Okay. So you, I believe, or William wanted to work on his YouTube thing, I believe.
Just a general outline for, like, animations.
Okay. Go ahead and do you have dice in craft?
I do not.
Okay. But you do in performance.
Yes.
Alright, so if you are working with Oliver to do this, go ahead and do charisma and performance, and then hang on. I will tell you how many dice to add. Add 3 dice.
Another 5.
You get plenty worked on. The first bit is coming together quite nicely. I believe you had started keeping track of dice for this. So go ahead and add those onto there. What is your total right now?
Total is 8.
Okay. After this game, we'll figure out where you'll sit and how many you'll need for this, but you are making decent progress on at least the beginning parts of this. So that will take up probably a good majority of the time with you coming up with ideas and going back and forth with Oliver and getting things sketched out and started. So you would get so the first week of March, you would receive a message from Sylvester. What have you been doing?
We're on the plan to becoming successful.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And how is that going for you?
It was a slow start, but it's picking up.
Tell me what you've been working on.
And William will detail everything.
Okay. For once, you don't seem to get any abrasive comments back about it. You need to be free on the 6th.
Okay, do I mind heading somewhere, or?
I'll come pick you up. You cannot fuck this up.
Okay.
You receive nothing else from him. So, you have just a couple more days before the 6th. Is there any final things that William would like to do?
Mainly just do jobs for either Charlotte or King, try to get some money together.
So, from Charlotte, you don't hear anything back from her. Or via Deidre or whoever else you try to get hold of. They seem to be working on something, and it's been very busy. You could spend, if you talk to Lawrence, you could spend some evenings working in the lobby and things like that to make some money. So you can do some jobs that way. King doesn't really have too much going on currently, because I don't believe you have any points in technology.
Nope.
And how is your stealth?
Nope.
Those would be the things he would need help with. And William does not fit the bill for his jobs. So he'll run a few things by like, I need to set up some more computers. I need to get some things pulled out of places. I need to track some people. Like, you good at those things?
Might be better off asking Lottie for those.
Right. Sorry, I don't think I need your help.
Thumbs up.
So, any last minute things you do? Reach out to Coterie. Anything else?
Yeah, you check in with Rev and Lottie, see how they were doing.
So it'd be pretty late in the week of the first week of March, so
You'd get a very short response of staying busy.
Cool. Probably will be too.
what does Lottie respond with? Remember, it's not the 6th yet, so the thing hasn't happened.
Yep. Yeah. That's why I was pausing to think. Dealing with a lot of emotions that should be very, very dead.
Anything major or?
It's just a lot. Do you need me for something?
I should probably be asking that for you.
I'll be fine. Push it down deep.
You know, let me know if you change your mind.
Okay. So I'm assuming he gets no response back after that. So, the morning of the 5th passes, and the night comes and goes. Then the 6th, the night of the 6th comes. We'll call your hunger having been at 1, since you have been feeding and not, starving yourself. So give me your rouse check for this evening.
Fail.
So you are at 2. Sylvester would send you a text shortly after waking up. You have 3 hours.
We'll get ready.
Okay.
Wait. Sylvester hasn't given William any information, so he's not going just over spectacular, but he is going to grab his gun.
Okay, that's fine. Are you attempting to feed prior to going?
Nah, should be fine.
Okay. So, the 3 hours pass by, and then you get a pretty expensive car pulling out in front of your apartment. It's very, very nice. And you receive a text saying, "I'm here."
Head straight down.
And there is a driver, and in the back, Sylvester is sitting there. Hair slicked back as normal. And he is a middle-aged man, salt and pepper hair with Spanish descent. And I will not be doing that accent because I don't want to mess it up. And he'll just nod as you get in, and the car starts driving. Charlotte has tasked you with a specific job tonight.
What will I be doing?
You will be going with Mariana and Joseph to pick up some merchandise. And you would know Mariana and Joseph are her child are.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Yes. Don't mess this up.
I won't.
I don't know what it is, but they will be giving you details when we get there.
Okay, no problem.
What was that?
Okay, no problem.
Right. And he won't say anything else the drive. The rest of the drive.
William's going to make it just as equally as awkward.
Wits and insight.
Nope.
He does not seem to be bothered at all. Is William bothered?
William's slightly stressed.
Okay. Give me a quick composure and resolve.
Three.
That's fine. He can't tell. You managed to hide it from him. So, after a little bit, you do pull up to Charlotte's club. And the driver lets you guys out and pulls away. And he will lead you down. And you go into Charlotte's office, where Charlotte is not in there, but there is a man and a woman standing there, and they look fairly similar. The woman will turn. Oh, good. You've arrived.
Good evening.
And Sylvester will see his way out. Right, we have been assured that you will be able to aid us tonight.
Yeah, well, I'll be helping with.
We have to go pick up some merchandise for the club.
Is it the mortal kind, or...?
It's not something we should discuss here.
Okay.
And then you will be led out. And you go back up, and a different car pulls around. This one looks... It's still nice looking, but it is definitely kind of a dolled up security van. And you guys get in. All of you are in the back, and then there is a driver. And then they start to pull away, and the woman and the driver start talking, and you learn that the driver's name is Dolly. And the Mariana seems to be giving her instructions about where to go.
You got it, Miss Mariana. I won't let you down.
I would assume not. You are just such a fantastic driver.
Try my best.
And do you speak up? Do you ask Mariana again? Do you ask the guy again, who you assume to be Joseph?
So where are we heading? What are we picking up?
What were you told before? Too many questions isn't necessarily the best. Less knowledge known, less knowledge imparted on others. Yeah.
Would me being there be the same thing as me knowing already?
We have ways of fixing that. That and, well, not to be crass, but if you know it's good for you, you wouldn't say anything. Until we get there, you don't really need to know a whole lot.
Okay.
After a few moments, the woman kind of turns back. So Sylvester didn't get to tell us much about you. What skills do you possess? He sure as you'd help us, but we don't know how yet. Or, we don't know how... We don't personally know how good you'll be.
It's mainly showed me about a little bit of firearms and punching things, but other than that, he's mainly stuck on performative stuff.
Well, some of that will be helpful tonight, I believe. If things go wrong, at least. They shouldn't, but you never know. Strange rumors in these nights. Isn't that right, Joseph?
Oh, absolutely.
So, punching things. Just that? Like, that's so barbaric.
Many of bar fights as I have, you pick up a few things. Like I said, he did show me how to use a pistol as well.
That's better. I can't even imagine getting that all over me, being up close like that.
And we wouldn't want to sully your pretty little shoes, would we?
No.
That's why you have me, though, so it's fine.
I'm not gonna get close to it.
Nor would I want you to.
So I suppose...
So what other things are you capable of? Beyond performance abilities and punching things?
I can talk myself out of something if I need it.
Most of us can do that. It's not, particularly special in this clan.
Yeah, some of us are... We're basically embraced because we kind of fit in already.
Most of the roses are like that. Especially the ones that tend to stick around here. Do you have any unique skills?
Are you looking for something in particular?
Just if we run into trouble, we need to know what you'll be able to do. I mean, the firearms is good. Are you a good shot?
I've gotten better.
I'm curious to know why Sylvester assured us that you'd be of use then.
Because he's an asshole.
Or he's expendable if we need him to be.
That is a crude way of putting it, but it's not wrong.
I would hope that that part is wrong. Being expendable.
One would hope.
But if that's what Sylvester sees in you, then that's what he sees in you. I would hope that you prove him wrong.
I intend to.
I don't overly care much for him.
No, he's a bit grating, even for me.
Short. Meet and greets are about as much as I ever want to see of them, Anne.
Sorry.
Yeah, I haven't seen you around very much. Is there a reason for that?
Been running around. As you said, the city has been strange lately.
Mm-hmm. First, that whole nasty business with the rats. Katarzyna.
Yeah, she's scary when mad.
Oh, you saw it? You've seen it?
Yep.
Oh, do tell.
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want her coming after me.
Oh, come on. Give us a little something.
A rat tried to get in and she definitely killed him.
Ooh, how gruesome. What did she do?
Throw him into a really big hole.
Well, that's anticlimactic. I was hoping for fire and flames or, well, being some eatsy, other things.
She did the other things first. We weren't there for that part.
Well, you've
at
spent
least
some
there
time
was-
with some of them. I bet you know exactly what they did.
Yep. You did.
Joseph.
To a certain extent.
So I do suppose you should know at least a little bit about what you're getting into. We are going to pick up some mortals for the club.
Okay. Have they already been made docile, or should we expect problems?
Oh, we won't have problems from them. It is odd. Normally, they get dropped off when needed. It's not often that we need new ones. But they refused this time.
That doesn't sound good.
Quite, which is why you're here for backup. So I don't want to give too many details out on this, but... So we know you can shoot. Is there anything you'd ask of us?
Do you two have any fighting abilities?
Oh, I more control the situation from farther away.
Like I said, I'm here to make sure she doesn't get her shoes dirty. So, to answer your question quickly, yes. As a matter of fact, when he kind of reaches into, I assume he's wearing like mid-calf boots. He reaches in the boot and pulls out an extendable like baton. He's like, this is mine of choice. Swing and smack, and usually gets people to fall in line properly.
And even our good Dolly here is proficient with firearms as well.
I kind of want to bet I'm better than him.
Well, if things go badly tonight, we may have to find that out.
Let's not find out, please.
I would much rather not. I don't like being involved with things like that.
Yes, it's very hard to get blood out of things.
Well, that's why I'm not wearing anything new. So, I take after Charlotte with the vocal range that I have.
Okay.
Yes, and I, as my sister has said, spent time with, well, Zemitzi and adjacent. I've picked up a couple things that may or may not help. Let's not try to find out, though. Yes?
Well, hopefully the luck will be in and out quietly.
That would be ideal, wouldn't it? And if you glance out the window, there's no windows on the sides, but you can see out the front and out the driver and passenger side if you specifically go look. You are not quite in the city anymore. You're definitely exiting the city itself. So you've been... It's either a distance away or it is specifically done not in the city of Detroit.
So, how much should we expect?
One more time?
How long of a ride should we expect?
Oh, it shouldn't be too much longer. Maybe 15 minutes? 20 minutes? What does the GPS say, Dolly?
Yep, we should be there in like 10 minutes.
Lovely. And you are kind of off the beaten path here. There's not really a whole lot going on around. It's not quite middle of nowhere, but it's headed that way. Then the van does slowly come to a stop. And Mariana kind of throws the back door open and goes to step out. Well, leave the car running, dear, just in case.
As you command.
So she'll step out.
After you.
Let's go.
So as you step out, there is kind of on a dirt road. Not, as I said, not a whole lot going on around here. And there is no other vehicle in sight currently. They should be here already.
Can William put up heightened senses, see if he hears anything?
Yes. Go ahead and give me that roll.
Dolly can hear this, right? Even though she's in the car.
Yeah.
Can she do sense the unseen?
Yep. You said 3?
Yes.
Okay. You don't hear anything. Did you give me
No.
that roll, Cocia?
I'm sorry, I did not. I also do not know what I need to roll.
What's awareness on the aspects, I believe?
Yeah, so aspects
Yes.
1, wits, call it 4 dice for wits and awareness, so 5 dice altogether.
You got it. 1 second. That's a critical and 1 success, so 5.
Okay. You see some, it looks like movements in the trees, but it's hard to make out what it is. But you do actually see some movement.
Movements in the trees.
Ooh, I don't want to go out there. What if
Just
it's
saying where they're hiding.
nothing happens for a little bit.
William has done ready his gun because they're hiding. They're probably not friendly.
Fair enough. After maybe 10 minutes, with the senses still up, you do hear the sound of a vehicle approaching.
There's a car coming.
Well, they better be here. They're late. We should charge them for us waiting.
William is going to keep looking around to see if anyone starts approaching.
Okay. And the movement that Deli saw in the trees kind of faded back, but there's still some movement. It's just kind of seems to be moving around. And then the vehicle does pull up, and it is another armored van. And someone jumps out of the back, and him and Mariang seem to be getting in a slightly heated argument about why they were late and how the price should be lowered because of it. That goes on for a few minutes. Give me another, with heightened senses, the wits and awareness. Is Joseph paying more attention to the surroundings or to Charlotte, or not Charlotte, I keep saying Charlotte, Mariana?
He'd probably, he would probably basically be like next to Mariana at this point, and
Okay.
not fully into the argument, but starting to want to step into it.
Okay.
William's paying attention to the surroundings he got for.
So you faintly hear another vehicle.
Someone else is coming.
Are you just randomly saying that, or are you going up to them? Are you saying it loudly?
He's just going up to him.
Mariana will round on the guy again. Did you bring in you bring in more people or something? And he'll just like, oh no, I don't know what's going on here. And the vehicle is quickly approaching now.
You know not to lie to us, right? So if
they're
you're doing
on speed.
something, are you sure that this isn't your doing?
The vehicle's getting much, much louder at this point. Like, everyone can start to hear this now. And the guy's like, hands up, backing on, like, I don't got nothing to do with this. I just bringing you the people. The system's got nothing to do with this.
I assume that 1 for wits and insight wouldn't necessarily get me a whole lot.
He seems pretty scared right now.
Okay, good. He's about to get a whole lot more scared. He's going to activate Daunt and be like, tell me the truth. Yes or no, your people.
And this is like almost crying at this point. Like, it's not mine, it's not mine.
He'll kind of drop that and be like, he's probably telling the truth. And he'll pull out his little baton from his boot again.
Dolly, give me dexterity and drive if you are paying attention to the vehicle coming up now.
Sure. Whoops. Okay. That's a lot of dice for her.
Roll well, please.
Okay, so we got another crit. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. So that's a shite ton. That's like, what, 9?
I'm glad. So, this vehicle comes barreling up the road, and you're paying attention, and you manage to... The vehicle actually almost rolls, but you manage to spin out of the way as it just goes barreling where you were. Clearly was gonna hit you.
I think we got hostiles.
And it just kind of goes careening off and hits a tree. Well, great.
You better hope that's not yours. And he'll give a very obviously sarcastic smile. And he'll flick his little baton out.
The guy scrambles back into his car. Doesn't start it, doesn't go anywhere, but definitely gets back in there because they want no part of this.
William.
Yep.
Let's see what's going on.
William has his drum gun on the car, by the way.
Has what?
Has his gun drawn on the car.
Okay. So, you guys approaching?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Mariana is actually staying back and getting the people out of the car and ushering them into the van. So she is preoccupied currently.
Dolly will watch her blind spots.
Okay. There does not seem to be another vehicle coming. So you're good for now. So you two are approaching the vehicle. How close are you getting?
Joseph will go right up to the driver's window. He doesn't really care that much.
Okay.
William will start approaching on the passenger.
So, the driver's side door does have someone pinned in it, and they turn on Joseph with a snarl and try to lash out.
He will just take a step back if they're actually pinned. Let them use up their energy and whatever. Trying to get
They
at
are pinned, and they've got fangs bared as they are trying to lash out at him.
Oh, that's cute.
There is no one in the passenger side as William comes up to it. But does he have the reflexes?
Yes.
Rapid. You do have rapid reflexes?
Yep.
Remind me how that works again? I believe you just don't take penalties.
I believe so.
I also want to say that's how it works.
Yeah, no penalty due to their defense rules.
Okay. So you hear some twig snapping behind you. So go ahead and roll dexterity and athletics. And then what is Joseph doing as the kindred lashes out? It falls short, so they can't actually reach him.
3.
Okay. Oh no.
Joseph will probably just stand there and laugh a little bit and just kind of like swing out with his little club.
Okay.
How much damage have we taken?
Do your roll. We'll get to that in a second. So, you rolled 3?
Yes.
You take 3 superficial... Oh, no, 2, because I forgot to have it. As you smack against the van as something tackles you from behind. Or not into the van, into the car that was careening. And what was the baton roll?
4 successes.
Okay. He can't really dodge out of the way. So he just kind of has to take that.
Yes.
So. Okay. So we are currently at 2 enemies that you can see. Mariana is still trying to get the people loaded up. That was the first round. So, William is pinned against the vehicle, and Joseph has just lashed out. What would you guys like to do next?
William is going to throw an elbow to whoever's kidney.
Okay.
Joseph seeing that, or well, hearing William getting jammed against the car, is going to go around the other side, and he's going to do something that we haven't seen anybody do yet.
Oh boy.
And I think Faye's going to be super happy about this. He's going to use vicissitude.
Nice. So it is a kindred. You can't really tell what clan it is, but they are clearly a little bit on the feral side of the humanity spectrum currently.
Okay. The rouse check is a success.
Okay. So
it is resolve. It is resolve and protean.
Is it rolling against something, or is it just the amount of successes?
It is. Every success on the roll allows a single vicissitude change to be made to the user.
Okay.
So while it is himself, it is looking for a couple specific things.
Sure. So what was that roll to? It was a dex strength and brawl.
Two.
Unfortunately, while you managed to get a hit on them, it wasn't enough leverage to actually do anything. So you did not beat their defense pool. Is it a full action for vicissitude?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So you
and I got one.
Okay.
And his left arm gets a long blade that comes across it.
Ooh. How dark. So.
Seems fitting.
The kindred backs away a little bit from William, but the hit didn't actually do anything, and he goes to swing out at you again. So you can attempt to drop if you wish.
Dex and athletics?
Yep.
Great.
Active wins it, so if it's a tie, it's what, 1 superficial?
Yes.
So, one more. What are you sitting at?
3 out of 5.
Okay. You're still okay. So, the next round. Mariana is finishing getting the people. There was a few of them that got pushed in. So the vehicle can be turned and maneuvered to where its back is to Joseph and William now, if that's what Dolly wishes to do. Not William. Yes, William.
Yes, William. Got it right. Yeah. Dolly will do that.
Okay. So the car is getting positioned. What would you two like to do?
Is William able to whip around and face the guy?
Yes. Yeah, you're not actively being pinned currently. The guy had stepped back so he could try and get leverage on you.
So William is going to try to lock eyes and compel him to stop moving.
Okay, what do I have to roll against that?
Charisma and dominate versus intelligence and resolve.
Cool. Sure. Just don't roll a 0.
Another 3.
Oh, you're good then. So, in the middle of, like, mid-swing, they just stop.
Oh, good. This is going to be easy for me. Take a swing with blade arm.
Okay, give me that roll.
That is bad enough that I want to use willpower. It's good enough to do stuff, but bad enough that I want to use willpower.
Sure.
Okay, so that looks like it is 4 successes.
And this is not superficial, correct?
It is still superficial. However, it's not halved.
Okay.
And it would have an extra 2 damage on top of the 4.
Alrighty. That breaks the compel, I believe, yeah?
Yeah, it's a short-term thing anyway.
That's what I thought. So, they are... For thematics, they're currently impaled on your arm. It's sticking through the gut. And they start making this, like, awful noise as they try and, like, pull themselves off of it. Give me, since you have heightened senses up still, I think. You never said you took it down. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Wits and awareness with the aspect.
Another sorry.
That's fine. You
Yeah.
hear 2 more sets of footprints running up to you.
No more coming.
Good.
The give me strength and athletics for Joseph. Just beat a 2.
Guess how many die I have to roll for this?
Not many.
2, and I can't re-roll the one that failed.
That's... The Kindred barely manages to pull himself off your arm. And that is all he is doing this round, because he can't do too much else.
Well, good.
So, there are more footsteps coming. Kindred on the ground, Kindred pinned in the vehicle. Cars kind of backing up towards you guys. Mariana's just kind of hanging out like, are we going? What are we doing?
William? Probably want to get to the car.
Great. Let's go.
And as they are running, he's going to flick the vitae off of his arm. Trying to clean it off slightly. And he will make sure that he has Daunt up as much as he can.
Okay. So give me dexterity and athletics, both of you. See if you can outpace the ones coming up.
I apparently have his issue of not being able to roll 3.
I rolled 0.
You probably wish I had that luck tonight. So both of you feel or something happen. Joseph, you get tackled this time. And you rolled a 3. You feel a bullet whiz by your head and ping off of the van in front of you. The man is like, I do not want to deal with this. Joseph, what are you doing?
He'll kind of like smack the ground with his non-bladed arm. Like, get off of me now. And he'll just swing around with the blade as well.
Okay. And it is another kindred.
Okay. 3 successes.
Okay. Yup. You hit them. So they kind of go rolling off of you at this point. So, the one that made the shot is not coming out of the tree line. So, William is the only one that hasn't gone yet.
Is the guy who's on Joseph down, or is he just kind of staggering?
So he tackled Joseph to the ground. Joseph slashed at him and kind of rolled him off of him. So he's on the ground currently in the process of standing up.
Player's going to take a shot at that guy.
Okay.
William's going to burn the willpower. Kind of helped 2 successes.
2. Okay. They've already dodged, so I'm not going to have them do it again. Okay. Next round, Mariana is pulling something out of her bag and is going to fire.
And Joseph will just make a beeline to the van.
So she actually does fire off the shot. Let's see it. Yeah, no, she hits. And that one was not looking good.
Quick question for Dolly.
Yeah.
Can she know if the van that almost crashed into them is still like operational?
It does not appear to be. Its
Okay,
front
then
is like, it's not on fire
caved
yet
in.
by some miracle, but it is caved in.
Okay. And since she's facing the opposite direction of everybody else, she can't really help out. Okay, so yeah, she's just like, come on, let's go.
Yeah, at this point, you could maybe turn and fire, but it'd be a very, very difficult shot at the angle it is with such a large vehicle.
And all the people.
Yeah. So, William and Joseph, what would you like to do?
Beeline to vehicle.
Okay.
Can William make out any direction where the shot came from?
Somewhere behind and off to the side. It's, if you took a moment, you might be able to, but not at a quick glance because you weren't looking that way.
Is the other guy getting back up?
They are both getting back up now.
William will just shout, hurry up, Slowpoke, and take a shot at the closest one.
Okay. That would be the one that had tackled Joseph.
3.
We got 2. So they go down. Down. So that's one. The other one just kind of shouts angrily. Is anyone looking at them?
No.
Yes.
It doesn't say it needs eye contact, but do it on William. Give me composure and intelligence, please.
That's not good.
Yeah, better than you think. 2.
Make me a Fury Frenzy test, please.
Is it willpower or?
I believe it's unspent willpower, correct?
Yes.
Four.
A burning anger starts bubbling up inside you, but you maintain control as this probably Bruja uses Spark of Rage.
God damn it, Joseph, hurry up.
I mean, I should be pretty close to the vehicle by now, right?
Yeah, you guys are like in the process of giving in.
Not fast enough, though.
Okay, so another shot will go off. William, give me the dexterity and athletics.
2.
It grazes you, but doesn't do any damage. You guys swing the doors shut. And give me dexterity and drive, Dolly. As you take off.
Okay, we rolled real good. We got double crits, so we have 4 crits and then 3 regular successes. So that's another shit ton. And
so you 4 crits and how many regular?
2, 3.
That's
I only have 1 blank dice.
well, that's
And
11 dice. You rolled
2,
11
4,
successes.
6, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 8. I was supposed to roll 8 dice.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
That's a lot of successes.
I think Dolly's a better
Smoothly.
driver than Beth.
Just smooth. No bumps, basically, at all, despite being on a dirt road. Somehow, you just go careening back to the road. And, Mariana will sit back down. And there's a lot more people in here than there were before. There's about 4 or 5 extra people. So it's a tiny bit crowded. And they just kind of are dazed and kind of staring off into space. Very much not paying attention or unable to pay attention as to what's going on. Ugh, what nasty business.
Who ambushed us?
Did they say anything?
They were pretty unintelligible.
You look like you got hurt. How are both of you doing?
Olive.
I'm fine. My jacket just got dirty.
Ugh. Awful business. We'll make Charlotte buy us new stuff.
I don't know. I think I'll keep this one in case if we need it.
I didn't say we'd have to get rid of this, just to replace it for actual use.
Fair.
You... And she'll turn to William. You quite don't look very good right now. Are you sure?
Just slight bangs.
Okay. So it's going to be a little bit before we get back to the city. These are what we picked up. All accounted for and undamaged.
Good.
And Joseph will yell up front, Dolly,
Yes, Mr. Joseph?
be extra careful. I have, other accessories. They're rather sharp.
Understood, sir.
There, we'll just kind of pat that arm. Not touching the blood that's on it, of course. Such a brutal but handy trick.
Yes. Yes, it is. And not everything I did when I was gone was bad.
I wasn't the one who said it was.
Right. But, case in point, at least I have somebody that can back me up on this particular fact now.
Yeah, so we need to get to the bottom of what that was at some point soon. Have you come across anything, William, that may have had something to do with this?
Not personally, no.
I believe you've
Mostly-
been on the streets more than we have.
Seem more like a frenzied kindred rather than anything.
I wonder what was going on. Dolly?
Yes, Miss Mariana?
No. This is me, Faye, Storyteller.
Yes, Faye? What can I do for you?
It's been a little bit since you've rolled. You've made some decent headway. Give me that roll
Okay.
again.
Sure. I would love to. Oh, not as good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 regular successes.
Oh, you're fine. Another vehicle is starting to come up on you, though. Quickly. But you're outpacing them. But they are definitely trying to give chase.
We have a tail. Gotta try my best to lose them.
Ugh. They are apparently very persistent.
Let us know if they start getting close.
Joseph
do.
will actually get to the, I assume, rear windows, and take a look out, see if there's any distinguishable marks.
It looks similarly to the car that careened into you before. Nothing special about it's not the same car, but it's like a similar kind of beater car.
Figured as much, however.
It probably won't do too much to the armored van anyway, but it doesn't seem to care. So they are losing ground because Dolly is a very good driver, and that is why she was sent with you guys. You're sure you've seen nothing?
Nope, nothing.
No hints as to anything?
Can William give a thought that he may know something?
You can roll intelligence. And wits. You can give me wits too.
Three.
Nothing specific, but there are several odd things that have been happening the past handful of times you guys have been out. The odd things with Cassidy, the odd stuff going on with Fred and trying to meet up with Cassidy in that area. Lottie, I believe, has mentioned, because you were there when... Was William there when Lottie went to meet Cassidy?
Yes.
Everything that had been discussed with that, it's all leading to similar, not necessarily this type of similar, but very similar oddities and situations. So that's the only thing that William would be able to pull together of anything out of the normal.
Aside from Cassidy acting weird, it's nothing really.
I haven't interacted with her. How is she odd?
She says she's anarch, but she doesn't quite act anarch. And also Fred is hiding out with her.
Oh. Well, that's news, to me at least. Now, Charlotte has been trying to find him for a while, and then the situation with Lawrence, and I believe there was one of Valentina's people there too.
Yeah, that was more ghouls that were being from dead Nosferatu.
But still, Lawrence had found Fred. At least from what he told us, he was on the trail of him, so I wonder if that was part of something there. It's very strange. You guys have been driving for a while now. Give me one more dexterity and drive. Just to make sure that you lose everybody.
Just 7 regular successes this time.
Oh, just 7.
Just 7.
You're fine. You somehow don't even hit a pothole entering Detroit.
Which is a feat all of its own, sure. An achievement
places-
pops up.
Yes. So, smooth as silk, you arrive at the back of the club, where the entrance to bring people in are. Well, unfortunately, William, you do have to come with us because we need to give a full report.
After what?
So, why don't you and Joseph go on ahead, and Dolly and I will get our new employees ready.
Alright, see you in a bit.
And Joseph will lead William into the back entrance and also down into the club. And it actually enters into the room that you've been through a few times, where it holds most of the mortals as they're recovering. But you enter from a room you had not been in previously. But you'll enter into that room after passing like a kind of a almost doctor area. Like it's not quite a surgery, but there's definitely medical things in that room. And then you pass into the recovery room and into Charlotte's office where she is pacing.
Good evening.
Oh, you are finally back.
Yes. Good news, all of the cargo is accounted for.
And why were you late?
You were ambushed.
Ambushed.
Dolly said she saw people in the trees, and then the car came in and tried to ram her.
Oh, my. Do we know who they were?
Not that we could make out. At least one Bruja.
Right. And William said something about, I don't know, the anarchicity acting weird, which might have something to do with it, is kind of what he hinted at the very least.
Well, that would
We
be
don't have
something
any-
to look into.
Right, and we don't have any specifics, unfortunately.
Lovely. And just turned to William. You've been hurt. Will you allow me to offer a beverage to help?
Yes, thank you.
And she'll step out to go gather some people. Anything to talk about between you two while she's out, or are you guys good?
Joseph will turn to William. Like, are you positive you don't have any other information, any conjecture, any rumors, any thoughts, any wild-haired ideas from the ether at this point?
Aside from the fact that she's probably not Anarch, that's pretty much all we're running on.
Okay, then what would she be? Maria? Highly doubtful on that.
Lottie didn't meet her through a camera contact, so it is possible.
But she's Bruja. I don't know how much you know about the Camarilla society, but they're not accepted normally. I do say normally for a reason. There are exceptions, but.
Right.
And if she's not Anarch, could she be working for herself, or at this point, who knows? Do you have any specific mannerisms that might tip you off as to one way or another?
Not really. I believe the Reverend suggested that she may have old ties to people who were here before.
That wouldn't be very good now, would it?
No, it would not.
However, it'd be fitting that I was the one that saw that. Or well,
Charlotte will
experienced
step-
it with you.
Charlotte will step back in at this time with two people trailing behind her. Please, just as long as you don't drain them, I can get you more if you need it.
Yeah, sure, this one will be fine. We'll take a hunger off one of them.
Okay. Joseph, do you need one?
No, this isn't mine. This is.
Good. I'm
We
glad.
assume. Me too. Did, however, get dirty, which is almost.
Ugh. We'll fix that.
Mariana said she'd talk to you about getting new clothes, but I'm fine for a minute. It's nothing major, I promise.
Right. We will take care of all of that. William, is there anything else? I would like to let you go. I just need to make sure that there's nothing else.
Do you consider the possibility that Cassidy might still have links to possibly Sabat?
It's not been something I've thought about. I don't give her much time of my day in my thoughts. It is something I think will have to be brought up tomorrow.
Makes sense. And,
There has been another issue tonight from Valentina, so definitely seems to be targeted.
And if you don't mind me asking, what kind of issue? Was it something similar?
I have not been able to figure that out yet. This is a tidbit from King. Just noticed that she was having issues tonight.
William will send a text to Lottie and ask her real quick.
Lottie does not respond.
Considering the fact that Lottie almost always has her phone on silent, just checks it periodically, probably doesn't even get marked as read.
Doesn't even go through, actually. No service where you are currently.
That's true.
You're muted.
Oh no, I was just talking to myself.
Okay. Yes, we have not come to a conclusion as to what it is yet, but there is a problem. I reached out because, well, I had a problem and I was curious. So, I believe we will be having some discussions tomorrow. If there is nothing else, William, you are free for the evening. I appreciate it. I will, obviously, pay you quite well for the hassle of tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm very glad Sylvester suggested you.
I'm glad to get to run in his face so he didn't mess up.
Yes.
That's not 100% true. However, it was a 99% success. So good job.
Well, thanks. Anyways, you do have a good night.
You as well. And you will be led up by Lawrence. Is there any? It's getting earlier in the morning. You have a little bit of time left. Is there any last things that William would like to accomplish for the night?
Yeah, just try to take care of the 3 damage.
So you go to your haven and you can go ahead and make those rolls.
One fail browse.
Okay, so you're at 2 hunger. Did you roll for all of your superficial damage or just some of it?
I rolled for all of it.
Okay. So you are all set and nice, good to go. If that was it, we will wrap up the game a little bit early. So, any final things? Or is that the healing and that it?
Yeah, I believe that's it.
Okay. So the dawn comes for William, and you've not heard from Lottie after you sent that message. Not necessarily disconcerting, since she doesn't always check her phone. But who knows what will come of that, right?
I'm sure we'll find out eventually.
So, some quick announcements. Thanks for joining us tonight. Check us out on all our social media platforms, which links can be found down below in comments, in descriptions, and on our website, totalpartykrit.com. You can find links to pretty much everything for us there. Character bios, our bios, some information on all the games we've run. Our stream is on there as well if you're listening to this elsewhere. There is a Dice Legion link where you can get a discount off some dice and other accessories. They have some really cool things. They're a small business and have been fantastic to work with when we've ordered things from them. There is also a link to our Patreon on there. If you are available to support us monetarily, that would be amazing. If not, we completely understand and just ask that you support us in other ways, with that being liking, sharing, subscribing, telling people you know about us, just generally interacting with us in all of our social media spaces. Please join our Discord. We would love to talk to you guys, and you can send us questions for, like we're going to be doing soon, for each of our players here about their characters. We're going to be doing deep dives, and you can send us questions about that, or questions, anything about our games. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
Cool.
This coming Thursday.
Yes.
Yes, this coming Thursday, which, if you're listening to this on a podcasting platform or on YouTube, it doesn't really matter. However, guys, or people here on Twitch, I've got something I'm going to do. I'm not going to be here, unfortunately. So I don't know if we've got anything planned. So I think we might be skipping this Thursday, unfortunately.
I will be releasing at least Lottie's deep dive on that day. That's why I haven't released it yet. Possibly Williams as well, depending on how quickly I can get through editing and such.
So yeah, look out for those things.
So, if there was... I don't think I missed anything else. No other announcements or anything like that. So, once again, thank you for joining us. Have a good evening. If you're on Twitch, stick by for the deep dive. If not, it will be released soon.
Sweet dreams.